Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Stumpt log. Really, I shouldn't be calling it this week's Stumpt log. We haven't done one of these in almost a month. So, welcome to this month's Stumpt log, I guess. I guess to kind of like quickly recap on why we haven't done one of these in forever. Back in the end of August, we did PAX. We did a quick Stumpt log after that. But then we had a wedding to go to that was way up in North Washington, and then we had like a Stumpt retreat thing that was way out in Bend, basically, where both me, Jazz, Rick, and Price, and Rick's wife, we all sort of crashed, and one of our friends as well. We all crashed in this big chalet that Rick's wife won a weekend getaway to, so that was a lot of fun. But we just haven't had a lot of time to hang out with you guys over the weekends, so we're back to sort of a normal schedule now, hopefully. I know we haven't done like the Stumpt Trunk show in a while as well, but that will hopefully be on a more regular schedule now. Anyway, let's get into what's been new on Stumpt. I've got some really exciting things to talk to you guys about. The big one, for those that sort of know how YouTube work, most big YouTube channels are on a network. So, for example, we have been on the Curse network for a little more than a year, like a year and a half. And they've been great. Curse is great. We joined them about 6 months after we started the channel. And for those that don't know how networks work, you basically partner with them and they show advertisements on your channel, and you usually get a little bit more money than you would if you just let Google show advertisements on your channel. The networks can also do other cool things too, like they give you free subscriptions to like music libraries and things like that. Anyway, Curse has been great, and we really had no intentions of ever leaving them. Curse has been really just sort of low stress. That's what I love about Curse. They're super hands-off. They're super transparent about what their requirements are. And so they're just great for a smaller channel that's just trying to grow. They're hands-off and they're awesome. I would super recommend them to anybody. But we had no intentions of leaving them, except for one network that we never really realistically thought we would ever get into, but they reached out to us. And as of October 1st, we can officially say we are now part of the Polaris network, or Polaris family, I think is how they call themselves. We are part of Polaris now, which is awesome. For those that don't know what Polaris isn't something that you can apply to. You usually have to wait to get invited to it. There's about 250 people on Polaris, which is a big difference compared to other networks. If you look at Curse, for example, there's probably 10,000 people on Curse. Anyway, it's a very small group of people that are on this network, and they're all pretty big YouTubers. Markiplier, PewDiePie, all those guys. Jesse Cox, Dodger, a lot of big people are on Polaris. Anyway, we're excited to be part of it. We're still trying to figure out sort of how to take advantage of it. We're hoping to be able to collab with other people or just be able to get promoted better via Polaris. But hopefully exciting things because of that in the future. For right now, nothing really is changing for you guys. I just want to let you guys know that that's sort of what we've been stressing out and working on for the past month, really. But it's all signed and done. What else is new on the channel? Let's talk about Tearaway for a bit. Jazz and me, I don't know, about 3 weeks ago, we started the Tearaway Unfolded playthrough. Holy crap. I want to talk a little bit about the struggles that we had trying to record that game. To record that game, we used these capture card devices, and we bought an additional capture card specifically for that game so that we could record not just the PlayStation 4 but also the tablet, because that game has this unique feature where the person can be playing on the PS4, and if someone's sitting next to them, they can be on the tablet and they can be drawing for you. And we have been recording that and editing in sort of like whenever there's a drawing scene, we swipe in and we show you guys what the tablet footage looks like. And I think it's pretty neat. Anyway, the struggles that we had is probably the first hour and a half of that game, we've now played 3 times because we lost the footage the first 2 times because we just had a hard time. When you are using 2 computers and 2 capture cards and 2 devices, there's multiple different points of failure that can happen. Anyway, it's all solid now. But anyway, I wanted to see how you guys are liking it, because it's a lot of effort for us, and I just want to make sure that you guys are digging it. And if not, we can figure out something else. But I thought it was kind of like a cool technical challenge to try to overcome. That's what I'm all about. I work in IT, and I'm all about trying to overcome technology challenges. So that was neat, if nothing else. Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time. Jazz and me were intending to do this sort of as a one-off, but you guys seem to be kind of enjoying it. So I want to see what you guys think. Should we continue the story? I think there's 4 or 5 acts to it, so we could try to do like an act a week. I don't know. Let us know in the comments below if you want us to continue playing that game, because it's pretty fun, and it's kind of like regular human basketball, and we dig it. And it fits the co-op-y theme of this channel, which I'm all about. Halloween is coming. So, we've been trying to brainstorm, like, Halloween theme games to play. Last year, Jazz and Price, they played Costume Quest 2. They were thinking about doing Costume Quest 1, since there's not a Costume Quest 3 this year. But honestly, the games are kind of like 10 to 15 hours, so there just wasn't enough time to really get that done this month. So we're thinking we might do PT, which would be like, I don't know, that would only be a few episodes, because a run of that game doesn't take a whole lot of time. But I still have PT installed on my PS4, which is awesome because you can't install it anymore. We were thinking about doing PT. I was thinking about, I don't know, some other kind of not horror games, just sort of Halloween games. So there's other games that I've been interested in, like Monsters Love You. It's kind of an interesting game. It looks like kind of like a pick-your-own-adventure. It almost reminds me of Yogg in the way that you sort of pick your adventure. That there's a lot of different branches, a lot of different quick stories that you can do. I think a run of that game takes like an hour and a half, something like that. So we might try that as well. But if you guys have suggestions for Halloween-y games, not necessarily horror games, I know a lot of people are going to be throwing out like Five Nights at Freddy's and stuff, and while me and Price and Rick might do a couple runs of that, Jasmine has no intention of doing that game. Anyway. But on to other sort of horror-y games, surprisingly. Jazz and I have been playing Until Dawn. Actually, I have it right here. We've been playing Until Dawn on Twitch. So if you guys have not tuned in, if you'd like to watch us play this, we've probably done like the first 5 or 6 hours of it so far. You can watch the we've got the VODs up on Twitch, so you can watch what we've done so far. But we're going to be playing it all month. Not really. We didn't realize that we'd be playing so much of it. We're probably going to be playing it for the next 2 weeks and have it beaten by then. I was intending to just sort of like play it like an hour here and there and have it take up the whole month. But now, anyway, the game's really good. We've been really engrossed in the story of it, so we've done like 2 3-hour sessions already. But tune in if you'd like to watch Jasmine scream, because she's been screaming like crazy at that game. Let's get into some fan art. It's been forever since I've shown fan art in one of these things, so let's do it. Bam. So what, 52 last night on our Until Dawn stream, he drew himself as Basketron. Right on, so what? And Alice K, you've done a few different fan arts. I'm highlighting this one. This one is a Sherbat, obviously, from Viva Pinata. I'm just going to call him Rusty Shackleford, because that's what we named our Sherbat. Rusty Shackleford is a character from King of the Hill, which we took that name as a suggestion from someone else in our first Viva Pinata series. But anyway, there's Rusty Shackleford for you. Well done, Alice K. And also, LSK, thanks again for, I don't have the box next to me right now, but thanks again for the awesome fan mail that you sent us. That was really, really cool. That was our first package that we actually got. She sent us a whole actual box full of lots of little goodies. Anyway, I've got some more fan art here. Bam. It seems that some people were a little bit distraught at me killing Gordon Pig. I wanted to mention again, I didn't really kill him. I accidentally killed him, okay? I didn't murder him. It was accidental. He was in a minecart. I needed to get him out of the minecart, and apparently that's impossible. Anyway, well done, Ladego. You have different names on Twitter and YouTube. And John Cotto. Right on. Right on, Gordon Pig. Right on. All right, so I think we are going to have a Stump Trunk show today. I'm not totally sure what we're going to be playing. In fact, I'm not even totally sure who all is joining us, but we are going to have one. And what else? I don't know. But we are going to sort of be back on a regular schedule now, guys. So I hope you guys tune in and watch and are pumped about the new exciting things that are happening here on Stumpt. And, leave us suggestions in the comments below for Halloween stuff. And if you want to keep seeing Tearaway and just, whatever. Anyway, have a good rest of your week, y'all. Bye.